good with the harmonica. Welcome back.
Yeah.
To the Big Uglies.
Pretty good. We're getting
I'm your host, Carl Spitali, with my co-hosts.
Yeah.
Josh Denny.
Downgraded to co-hosts.
Nice.
Since supposedly that's a thing. You can be downgraded to co-host. I kind of like this. I kind of like being a little side, like fingers on the ones and twos, right?
Like
Do I look like DJ Lethal?
Something lethal.
Yeah. I look like DJ High Blood Pressure.
So is that like I thought it was like the North Carolina thing.
No. It's a Violent Gentleman hat.
I know. I saw and then I was like, oh, it's a V. And then I was like, oh. But then
it's weird,
couldn't get help, but I got mad at it because it looks like a Celtics hat. That's why I like.
And
obviously you like the Kelly Green of it, and it's basically a Philly hat too.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty much a Philly hat when you consider what it says. Like that, it's because it's Jason Kelsey's quote from the Super Bowl speech. Yeah, nobody likes us and we don't care. Yeah,
it's also who else made that speech in Philly?
A million. Anybody who's ever lived in Philly has made that speech.
They don't like us.
Who cares? Yeah. It's been a long time since it's just been you and I, right? We've been gangbanging.
Gay.
Yeah. We've been doing it with other people a lot more frequently. And now it's just you and me again, the core two.
You said a whole bunch of gay shit right there.
Yeah. Welcome to the show.
Shout out to Vito on our last episode.
Yeah, set the all-time live viewer record.
That are we crediting that to Vito?
Oh,
are we crediting that?
You
have to, right?
Yeah, you have to give it to Vito. You know,
is Dick upset about that? I think we told him.
I don't think Dick thinks about it at all. Yeah, I think Dick lives a very zen life, right? Like that's what I think is funny is that I think Dick likes to wade into all this internet bullshit, like on the internet. But I think he's very good at it. Just stops right there. He just puts it down. You know, he's not like these guys that fucking, you know, they what I think is so funny, and this is one of the reasons why I said I never wanted to do that kind of podcasting or commentary or whatever, is because it ends up one of two ways. You either end up like a depressed, raging narcissist lunatic in the desert somewhere with and your wife is like someone who was a loyal fan as a child and is now your wife, right? Or you get divorced and end up with a gun in your fucking mouth because the internet has cracked and broken you, right? So like
that's the two options. Those are none of them have happy endings, or happy lives, or happy anything.
Give me the Joe Rogan experience level of somebody who just goes on the internet and just talks shit about everyone on the internet.
Oh,
Well,
I haven't leaned into it.
Yeah,
I'm sure I could.
No, but here's what I'm saying is like the best one is Red Bar. That's the ceiling of that, and it's like
I wouldn't want.
You make like $20,000 a month, and you're dying of fucking syphilis or whatever, like polio. Yeah, it's like that's as good as life gets if that's your path. Right?
Yeah, but
you have no friends. You have to look over your shoulder everywhere you go. It's like being in witness protection. It's like, is that guy sent to whack me? Is that guy sent to whack me? Hey, that guy looks Armenian. Is that Sam Tripoli? It's like you have to constantly be afraid that your life is going to end because everyone fucking hates you. What's the point of that?
For talking shit
for just having an internet show where you just it's just like I am a little bit of a hippie in the sense that I don't think
you're not.
Yeah,
you're not.
Let me finish.
Hippo.
Okay.
Hippo.
All right.
Okay.
I'm a hippopotamus.
Yes.
My point is I do believe in that saying about resentment, where it's like resentment is like drinking poison and hoping the other person dies. Like, it's not good for your fucking mind. It's not good for your health. It's not good for your spirit.
I thought that was revenge.
No, revenge is a dish best served cold, like the way you like your apple pie, you fucking serial killer.
Dude, apple pie is not good hot. That's why they say
Jesus
that's why they say
Christ.
Warm apple pie.
Yeah,
you
know what they okay, so
not hot.
Follow my logic here, okay?
So like room temperature apple pie is great. That windowsill apple pie.
I'm gonna take you back.
Way better.
I'm gonna take you back. Those are whites only pies you're referring to. Whites only pies. I'm gonna take you back. In American Pie, the great American classic film, what does he say pussy is like?
Warm.
Warm what?
Warm apple pie, though.
Right.
That's the keyword. Warm.
Warm
not
apple
hot.
pie. Okay.
Not burn your tongue hot when you don't expect
tongue.
it.
Hold on. But do you like cold apple pie?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's safe to say that you might also like cold pussy. Defend yourself. On guard, sir.
I mean, it'll warm up.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
It'll warm up.
Jesus. What are my friends? I got Vito the pedophile and Carl the necrophile.
No. They're not dead.
Frank and fuck.
I'm just saying, like,
Spitali.
all right, you know, chicks, they're like always be like, oh my God, my feet are so cold, right? And they're always, they be cold.
Yeah. Never in the pussy, though.
No, but the pussy don't always be like, you know, when it like gets super warm and super.
I do not. Go on.
Listen, there's a difference. Like there's there's like steamy puss. You know, there's
Where
like
are you going, fucking Korean pussy spas.
There's different. We got white pussy, black pussy. We got snapback pussy.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah,
there's different temperature gauges.
You were disappointed when you watched From Dusk Till Dawn and you found out that wasn't a real place, weren't you?
Oh man, that's a great place. Wasn't it called the Titty Twister or something like that?
Something like that, yeah. And then it was all. So would you to go to that place and then have to?
Would I with the vampire shit?
Yeah.
No. You stay a vampire forever though.
Yeah. I mean, until some Van Helsing.
So the rest of your life is just like all day hanging out, going yo, and then at night you're just like eating people.
Okay.
I mean,
you seem to be really leaning into it.
No, but I mean, like it's better than like Zombie Life or any type of that.
But the downside is,
can you fuck Salma Hayek though?
You're Mexican. That's the downside, is that you also have to be Mexican.
Hey, everybody was Mexican in there, huh? Not once they got him though. Like once they.
Yeah. Well, anybody who wasn't Mexican was a vampire hunter who was there to kill.
No,
vampires.
but I mean, once they turned, they had people that weren't Mexican, right?
No, I think they were all Mexican. No, anybody who wasn't the Mexicans was food. They didn't turn them into vampires.
But there was like truckers that weren't Mexican that were also vampires and shit.
I guess, yeah, sure. At some point,
they were a minority though.
Yeah,
like white guy vampires.
Yeah. There was an Robert Rodriguez film.
Good on him.
Yeah, it's kind of funny if you play From Dusk Till Dawn again and you think about it as an allegory for the immigration crisis. It's kind of dead on.
What, they sneak in an RV?
Blood sucking Mexicans ruining a good time. I mean, did I not nail it? No, Rodriguez, you got it. You got it right.
Is that what the first of all, we have Vito on. We couldn't really get into fucking the draft.
Yeah, we couldn't really get into
and really what here at the Big Uglies we like to do. We like culture.
Yeah. Got a big one to talk about from yesterday, the greatest roast of all time.
But yeah, I was gonna say, let's just dive into that because it goes on. I grew up with these. I know you grew up with them. The Dean Martin roasts. Eventually they did Friars Club roast that Comedy Central showed. Then they did the Comedy Central roast of, and now Netflix dipped their toes in the water.
Well, they just took it. That's one of the things that's kind of cool about streaming is they're like, listen, you guys suck at this. You don't own roasts. We're just going to do it. And we're going to take all of your guys and do it with your guys.
Dipped their toes in the water and really produced definitely the best roast in a decade.
Yeah.
Easily.
Probably of all time.
Is that what, I mean, they did call it the greatest roast of all time. It's up there. There's some old ones with like Lucille Ball and shit like that were like.
There were so many
insane,
roasts.
Like the whole place is.
There were so many roasts that.
There's so many people in there.
Yeah, there were so many roasts though that were like 4 people bombed or 5 people bombed, right?
Or no people bombed.
Well, I don't remember anywhere nobody bombed.
But that's what I'm saying.
But there were definitely like
the one with Geraldo and them. Yeah, like those were awesome. Even the ones you did.
The Martha Stewart one was
even
good.
Before that, the ones you didn't give a fuck about, like David Hasselhoff and Bob Saget.
Yeah,
Bob Saget one I think was decent. Dude, the roast of Trump they did was good.
Was incredible.
Yeah. So like, but that's over 10 years old.
Yeah.
So it's easily like the best one in a decade.
Yeah, it was definitely the best one in a while. Did this just do this again for you, or is it just me?
No, it's the whole thing.
Okay.
That's our production.
Yeah.
We'll blame our producer, Gary.
Yeah, producer Gary. But it was definitely the best one in a long time. And it was funny because what you and I watched it yesterday, and we kind of walked away with like, wow, we were laughing through the whole fucking thing. I mean,
first of all, I was
pretty
surprised.
great.
First of all, I was surprised how fucking well Kevin Hart did.
I wasn't.
Not in the sense, I know he's a hosty type.
Yeah.
But the fact that he's like, let's get right into it, because the host does have to do roast time.
Yeah.
You know, and they didn't, and dude, he didn't like, if his team came up with whatever one to give him credit for, if it's all that shit, didn't matter. He delivered that shit, right? And so like people get mad that Kevin Hart has writers and shit. It was like everybody up there other than Nikki and Hinchcliffe had writers.
Well, probably
right?
Schultz used his own stuff too.
Yeah.
Schultz, Nikki, and whatever probably didn't use any jokes from the writing staff.
And Tom didn't even.
Probably not, but Sam Jade definitely didn't use any, or definitely used jokes from the writing staff because she's used to that world of SNL.
You think?
Yeah, 100%. She used jokes because there were jokes that were not like her style at all. You know what I mean? Her cadence, her voice, or whatever. So, you know, I just I think ultimately, you know, the ones who write all their own stuff, like Nikki, like Schultz, like Hinchcliffe, like they should be the best of the best, and they absolutely were. What I thought was funny was as they go on, right, and it's happened during the Martha Stewart roast too. As Kevin gets more drunk, he gets less comedy and more honest, and you start to see a little bit more his personal sense of humor. And there was a moment in the roast last night that I was kind of hoping would spiral out of control, because he went up on stage and said what I know every black dude was thinking, was like, why y'all white guys get together and always be talking about sucking and fucking each other? Every joke gotta be sucking.
It was like,
y'all
no, dick, all about dicks.
Dick and balls. Y'all, you got his dick in your mouth, you got his dick, and then he just like, he's sort of like, where other niggas on the stage? Willie McGinnis. If they was talking about your dick and you would be having,
oh yeah, he was like, I'll fucking murder that nigga, right? He's like, nigga, fucking murder me.
Yeah,
that was funny.
Yeah,
but I think that's where he, dude, not for nothing, he's always safe. He's always this. Him getting a little drunk and it being live, but he still had to be a host. That's how he was saying he was slinging cum jokes, dude. He was saying, and I was like, yes, this is what it is.
Yeah.
Even if it's like the cleanest like if Seinfeld was up there,
the
roast that he would be doing was not like, he maybe wouldn't cuss per se, but he would be saying some dark shit.
Yeah.
And it's just like, that's the thing. If it's not your brand of comedy, doing it at the roast is amazing, and getting to see people do it. So for the non-comics and the athletes that went up, Drew Bledsoe hit it out of the park.
Yeah, I have a
Julian Edelman stole the show.
I have a feeling that a lot of Bledsoe stuff was Sarah Tiana. Like, it's interesting because you can kind of like, if you know the comics that write for these roasts, you can kind of tell whose jokes are whose. And I think,
in what cadence?
Yeah, because of the cadence and the style and the delivery. And you can tell, like, a lot of times these celebrities or these athletes or whatever they're kind of they're trying to copy the delivery or the timing of the person who wrote it. So I think Tiana probably wrote a lot of Bledsoe stuff. But yeah, Edelman's thing was pretty good. I mean, he came out of the gate and was like, I'm not going to do any Jew jokes. I'm going to do black jokes. And we're like, okay, where's it gonna go, Edelman? It was pretty good. It's pretty good.
He was just like, dude, even your black guys are white guys.
Yeah, no, that was
right?
Bledsoe said that. It was Bledsoe.
No, because Edelman said that, right?
No, it was Bledsoe. I rewatched it last night after you left. Yeah, Bledsoe
Edelman said something. What was his black joke?
I don't remember what it was.
He said, for a dude from West Virginia.
No, that was Bledsoe.
Who
he goes, he's a oh no, I think Edelman said even black guys can be white trash was Edelman's joke. But Bledsoe's joke was,
no, that was Kevin Hart.
Oh, okay.
But he said he dressed like a fucking Bagger Vance.
Oh yeah. No. So yeah, but the thing originally was Bledsoe. Bledsoe was the one who said He's a bass fisherman redneck from West Virginia. Even your black receivers are white dudes. Yeah, that was Bledsoe.
I thought Bledsoe said you don't even. Yeah, I still don't think you know any.
No, that might be Julian. That might have been Julian.
Either way, it was hilarious. And Nikki Glazer,
number 1 of the night.
Yeah,
she's got to be.
She's yeah.
It's
now hold on though. I will say this.
Hinchcliffe has 2 way more memorable jokes though than hers. Because this is the way I judge it. Is I go
memorable joke.
Who's got the joke you're saying the next day? And as good as she was, the 2 that stick in my head
from her.
No, from Hinchcliffe.
Oh,
were Sam J doesn't eat pussy. She hell gnaws on it. That fucking murdered me. And then Bert Kreischer is a king. He looks like if Liver King and Tiger King,
Tiger King and Liver King, a Burger King.
Liver looked like Martin Luther King was beat up by Rodney King.
Yeah. But I'll also say him going down the line with the mic and walking. One of them
it was very Tony Hinchcliffe, but it was also gangster as fuck.
I've never seen anybody do that.
He's done it many times. He's done it many times.
Not in a major roast though.
Mm-mm.
He's never
done any of the major roasts.
That's what I mean.
He wrote on a couple, but he's never been on them.
That's what I mean.
So for him to start in the audience and then just go up there and just walk the room.
Yeah. I ranked Nikki's the best because her standing ovation was so genuine.
Yes.
That I felt like the other standing O's were like, oh, we'll also give this a standing O.
Yeah. That was the benchmark of the night.
And I felt like hers was like she got the fuck. People got the fuck up there because like she talked shit about the Gronk shit.
Yeah, no, that's not real money.
Come on,
dude, that was great.
That killed the whole place. It was like 10,000 people in there.
Yeah.
It was retarded.
Yeah.
How many people were in there?
Yeah, it was wild.
It was a lot of fucking people.
And it was, I think we were the only 2 comedians that weren't there because if you pan the audience, it was like, and it wasn't just like, it wasn't just like A-list. It was
Dave
like,
Lucas was there.
Yeah, but like Renee Vaca was there. There was there were people that were there that are not like,
it was like Comedy Store folks.
Yeah. A lot of store people, a lot of club guys, like Gillis was there with his whole crew, McCusker.
He's like fucking such a anti, right? Like he's just wearing a hoodie and a hat.
Yeah.
He's the fucking Unabomber.
Everybody else at the place is like wearing suits and shit. And he's just like, yeah, I'm not doing that. Good for him. It's the Adam Sandler approach. Sandler's never been like, let me put on a tux for this.
Bert and Tom have separate Kia Forum things. Shane and Schultz are at crypto together. But
Shane's at Kia.
No,
Shane is at the Kia Forum on the 8th.
The Shane Gillis, Andrew Schultz, Shane Gillis and friends is at the crypto.
Yeah, but when is that?
The same night as Tom at the Forum.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
The 11th.
All right, yeah, later in the
or
week.
the 9th.
Yeah.
And then Bert has his on the 11th at Kia. But they like did their thing together. And then they won't be on each other's. I thought it was weird that they have separate.
It's not.
I mean, it's a moneymaker.
Yeah, it is. First of all, they have very separate even though they share fans.
I think Bert has like older fans, actually.
Yes. Yeah. Tom's fans are like true comedy fans. Bert's fans are like fucking Insomniac watchers from 2000. I mean, let's be honest. A lot of Bert's fans are probably Kumia fans and shit from like the early 2000s. You know?
No, it's like it's funny that like my mom or somebody would go see Bert and like not even know who Tom is.
Yeah.
Because my mom knows like, oh yeah, he had that
Bert's
TV show.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had that TV show.
Yeah.
Like that's how boomer ass.
Well, that is what you're doomed to have, like when you have a TV show like that, because any fans, anytime I got recognized, they were not under 50. Like when I had a TV show on Travel Channel and Food Network, like
you think it's
every
like when people go,
every person I met was like at least over 50.
when people go, oh, Bert doesn't do this or whatever, or Sam's whole roast of Bert was like just all the shit that comedy was trying to say all the time. Like, ooh, their shirt.
No, that was Nikki made the joke about the shirt. She's like, I love your joke. You know, shirts are supposed to be on and you just take yours off.
No,
It's
but
so crazy.
Sam J did the whole thing. It was like, your shirt is off. You doing the whole fucking, just stop. You're not funny. Like you did.
Yeah.
She went in on Bert for like,
yeah. She said,
had like 4 whole
she said
jokes
for
about
a shirtless black comedian to make the kind of money you make, you'd had to get hit by a Walmart truck.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
a good joke
that's
for
a good
Tracy
joke.
Morgan.
Yeah, it's a good joke.
So that whole thing about Bert, do you think it's been a hindrance for like risk taking and such, knowing that the people that would definitely buy tickets would be people like my mom or somebody who's seen him on TV?
Well,
or how that's a fan base would be like that.
It's
You're
so-
you're way more like risk averse.
Yeah, I mean, this is the way I look at
If
it.
that happens.
The reason I'm not risk averse is because I have no reason not to be. Like I have nothing to protect. You know what I mean? So like there is a very freeing thing to that, but it's so funny.
So if you still had your
it's
show,
so-
you would be a faggot.
No, not at all. It's because I'm not a faggot that I don't have my show. If I would still have the show if I were a faggot. What are you talking about? You don't even know.
That's just a funny thing to say.
Yeah.
You're like, well, I have nothing to protect. And I'd be like, yeah, but
yeah, exactly. But what I'm saying is when you have, and it's funny because it doesn't even take people having things to know that that's the playbook. Like we have, like I'll put him on blast. Like Romero the other day was like, hey man, like what do you think about losing all the N-bombs in your special? And I go, I think it's the gayest fucking thing you've ever said. And I don't want to spoil this thing we're gonna do by elaborating on that premise any further, but it was just like you know that the thought process there is like, well, you'll have more mass appeal. Will I? Like, this is the thing that people don't understand about me. I have never been more liked by following the rules at any point in my life. If people go, hey, if you just did this, more people will like you. Okay. And then they don't. If you just do this, more people will like you. Okay. And then they don't. So why would I ever fucking do it? Right. And so these guys who have hundreds of millions, you can watch them like, it's like you said about Kevin Hart. It's like a couple more tequila shots, you find out what his real sense of humor is.
Yeah.
And he's doing shit on stage that he would never do in his act because he believes he has money to protect.
That's why Dustin won't do that fucking 10 minutes on stage.
Yeah, and again, it's like, what are you protecting? What is he protecting? You're not on a sitcom. Well, I'm trying to get out what I did. Why?
Yeah.
Why? I mean, I get that it's money,
but why couldn't you
money.
be on a sitcom because you had the like?
But
at the same time, at the same time that Steve Harvey was having a sitcom on TV, that's when like people went and saw the Kings of Comedy because Steve Harvey had a TV show, and lo and behold, people were like, Steve Harvey cusses.
Yeah, what was Bob Saget too?
And it was the same. And they're like, Bob Saget is dirty.
He's doing jokes about fucking the Olsen twins. Oh my god,
dude! And that's the like welcome to comedy type shit.
Yeah. But the difference is the reason that you segregated the two. This is leading into another part of the roast I wanted to bring up that we didn't talk about yesterday. The reason you segregate the two is because
whites and blacks.
No, that would just be good for America. The reason you segregate your TV life from your comedy life is because back then the money from television was so substantial,
right?
That you were like, I won't risk making
now it's so diminished
a night.
And now you can make so much more internet and merch money and all that. So like if you blew up as a TikTok personality, chances are you can end up like look at Jake Paul and them.
Look at Sydney Sweeney. Sydney Sweeney is on the #1 new hit TV show in America, White Lotus, right? And Euphoria. She does them both within a year or so of each other. They come out. She goes, I can't pay my publicist or my bills with what I make for television. If it weren't for brand deals, I would be broke.
Right.
And it's like she has to go to skincare companies and go, I have 30 million followers on Instagram.
Yeah.
Pay me $65,000, $100,000, $500,000 every post now.
Yeah.
And that's how she gets rich. So it's completely flipped. Whereas in Saget's era, Saget would probably make, I don't know, $5 to $10 million a year in the 90s, so doubled what that would be with inflation. Doing Full House, and then at the end, you know, people are like 5 to 10 million. What is that? Friends money? No, he wasn't making $1 million an episode, but they would do like 52 episodes of that show a year.
Yeah.
And so you're making 5 to 10 million a year doing your show. And in comedy, what do you make it? 1,200 a weekend, 2,500 a weekend, maybe 5 a weekend. So back
on a
then,
big weekend,
you were maybe making
adjusted
$5
for
grand.
inflation. That's like the same as a 10
about
grand
10
weekend.
grand weekend now. Yeah, I remember when Louis was doing Lucky Louie, and he was doing he tells this story famously. He knew he kind of turned the corner when he was doing Acme in Minneapolis, and Louis Lee came up to him at the end of the week and handed him an envelope with 10 grand in it, and he was like, "What is this?" And he goes, "This is what you earned this week because you sold everything out." He's like, "Oh, I finally have enough fans to where now I'm making this kind of money." But that was like life-changing amount of money for Louis. And now Louis probably doesn't get out of bed and shit in your mouth for $10,000.
He might.
Maybe. I mean, he might do it for free. He might have might be his new thing.
We don't know day of the week.
We don't know. Yeah, we don't know. We know that he at least likes jerking off in front of you. We don't know what else he likes. But anyway, my point is now it's completely the other way. And this came out during the roast because if you noticed, Kevin Hart many times was like, "You fucking podcasters." And when he says podcasters, you can tell that's old guard Hollywood referencing the new regime, which is, and you call them podcasters, but these are really guys that have made money on their own. They've built their own.
That was
fan
all
base.
Tom Burton Schultz.
Burton Schultz, you know, and Hinchcliffe. You can
every time they did that, but
that.
like Hinchcliffe was at the tables, so when he would say that, they would cut to those three sitting next to each other on the couch.
Yeah.
It was like one of those things, like
it's kind of a dig.
Don't you own a network that was like trying to pay podcasters because you were trying to be in the next new wave?
Yeah. But that's the thing is like it was kind of a dig. And it's a dig that is obviously intended to reference the changing of the guard in Hollywood, is that now the big names are the guys who kind of own their own shit, whether it be the way Louis owns his own studio, makes his own movies or shorts or specials or whatever, or if you go up through the world of podcasting, but it's all guys owning their own shit and doing it on a smaller, more direct to consumer level, right? Like this is, for me, this is no different than the switch of retail going from like department stores to e-commerce, right? And they're like, why would we sell through like Nordstrom or whatever? We have to depend on how they're going to market us. We have to depend on the shelf space they give us. We have to depend on, you know, how good their operations are. Why don't we just sell direct to the consumer? And for years, like big department stores would be like, but what about our customer service? Like you won't have our world famous Nordstrom's white glove customer service. And then they were like, fuck your customer service at some point, and then went direct to consumer.
You wish they
and
had
that's what
that customer
comics,
service.
you do, but the people chose with their wallet. They chose convenience over service.
They did with everything. That's why we're in this predicament.
Yeah. That's why you get no service
people.
now. Not you people. What are you talking about?
You people.
Yeah, quick. Why? Because I order my groceries.
You're the delivery people.
Yeah, we like it. But I am a Niall. Are you okay over there? By the way, you look like you're about to fall asleep on the podcast.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do. You've literally had CTE face for the last 10 fucking minutes while
hey,
I'm talking.
it happens.
I know. I don't know how to snap you out of it. Is there a whistle I can blow or something that will revive you?
Belichick blew that shit last night and it snapped me out.
Yeah, did it?
You saw the players in the back too?
Yeah. They're oh shit. Do you think he blows it in a certain way that
only we can hear it?
only people with partial brain function can hear the whistle.
The CTE whistle that they blow. Maybe.
Yeah.
I heard that shit last night. That was crazy.
Yeah, you got into a 3-point stance. I was like, God damn, Carl, what is it? Don't fucking rush me, dude. I'm not coming off the edge.
Hey. He was like,
yeah. Your knuckles went white. I was like, that's when you know he's coming.
Brady, I thought was fire.
Did great.
Dude, he had that Kim K line.
Yeah, about Kanye?
Yeah,
it was pretty good.
That was great.
Pretty good.
Because he's already going through a divorce, but nobody even questioned. I mean, aside from the mouth kiss and shit, nobody was like, Tom Brady's a bad
I'm
dad.
so glad you brought that up.
How come nobody brought up mouth kissing his
Because
kid?
that's how you know that there were things he said you can't make jokes about this. And that's why, if you notice, nobody else made a Robert Kraft getting his hand jobs joke except Jeff Ross. And that was when he went up in Jeff's ear and said, don't ever fucking say that again. Like, and that was why Jeff went over to Tom Brady afterwards.
Oh, when Tom Brady went up there and
was like, don't ever fucking say that
yeah.
again. It was because of the Robert Kraft shit. And that was what he went up and said, like, don't fucking. So you know that there were two things that were off limits last night. Don't make fun of Robert Kraft. And this is not good for the Jews run the media narrative, because Robert Kraft,
he got it changed.
Not allowed to fucking be joked about.
Not allowed.
And then when you look at him in the audience, there's like a perimeter of empty chairs around Robert Kraft where he's like, don't put me with the scumbags and the Mexicans.
He definitely had Daniel Sterling vibes last night.
Yeah. But and then nobody made a kissing your kids on the mouth joke. And you know that you would have, but that's why you know that was the thing of like, hey, it's live. Do not fucking do this.
But I would.
You would have backdoored it in.
I would have subversively done it.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this beautiful dais. I'd kiss all you kids in the mouth.
That's okay.
You know?
Good. Yeah.
I'd make these like subtle digs, so they would have to all the way through the set. You would have to pick up on it. Yeah.
Well, you could tell at times throughout the night there he was a little miffed about certain jokes being made.
The Kanye dig that when he said, Kim, thanks for being here. Kim is terrified.
Oh yeah.
Not because of what anybody's gonna say, but because their kids are home with their dad. Dude, that shit was fire. That's such a good joke. Because yeah.
I mean, there were so many times throughout the night where I was like, wow, this is fucking hilarious shit, right? Like, so fucking funny to me. And I just found myself enjoying.
Randy Moss was a bomb, though.
Randy Moss was a bomb. Not as bad as Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck was atrocious. And there were people all
Is it because he's sober?
Yeah. There were people all over the internet who were like,
should we just let these people
yes, do the drugs. Some of you can't function without it.
Some is.
Yeah, I actually think you're better without them, but I'll tell you what, Ben Affleck, not better without them. He was like, he was literally just like, and then listen, I'm gonna fucking say it.
And when you're a fan, and fans, fans are supposed to support, and you're like, fuck, dude, like, what happened at a game with this guy?
Yeah. I want to be like, talk about the flight you guys took with your housekeeper or whatever that you and Tom double teamed on a private jet. Remember that story?
No.
Yeah, that was supposedly what broke up Affleck's marriage.
Whoa.
Was apparently
which marriage?
With Jennifer Garner.
Was a threesome with Tom Brady?
Well, supposedly, I mean, we know Brady was on the jet, and it was the fucking nanny and Affleck. So listen, I'm just telling you.
How you doing?
I don't know what it's like to be a 21-year-old, 20-year-old nanny, but if I'm getting fucked by Ben Affleck and there's also Tom Brady on the plane, I'm fucking Brady too.
Okay, first of
all,
I'm
not getting fucked by one guy.
I don't like when you put yourself in these situations.
Okay.
Like it to be hypothetically. Can you just be like, hypothetically, if just be hurt, not be like you're actually. Because it's gross to me.
Yeah.
It's very nasty.
Yeah.
You're there. It's disgusting. I don't want to hear you say getting fucked by Brady.
Yeah.
It's very, very.
Hold on. You wouldn't get fucked by Tom Brady? Because you and your fucking New York Football Jets been getting fucked by Tom Brady for 2 decades. 2 decades.
Okay. I mean, if you let me.
Yeah, right. Don't you feel like you owe him a good fucking for everything he's done to your franchise for 2 decades?
Dude, that guy. I've never had an athlete where I actually was like, man, fuck this fucking guy. And then been like, hey, dude, I hope he wins it all.
Yeah.
Like in a 180, like the year he went to Tampa.
Well, and that's the funny thing is,
it was like the Wicked Witch is dead.
I was thinking about this morning, because it is like that, where it's like, dude, he objectively, you can't even argue, he's the greatest football player to have ever lived, right?
Yeah.
Greatest football player to have ever lived. You could argue who is it, him or Jordan? 1A, 1B, whatever.
For
clutch,
athletes,
influence, whatever.
But football,
he's unquestionably. But even before he went to Tampa and won the 7th, people were
still
like,
the GOAT.
no, but there were still people out there that were like, probably just Belichick's system.
Yeah.
Probably just Josh
Guy's a
McDaniels.
system. First of all, that guy's a system guy. Is never going to work. He's going to go down to Tampa, get his ACL blown out because they don't got an O-line, and he's going to suck dicks.
Yeah. And all of those things happened, except he did win a Super Bowl. He did get his ACL busted. His O-line did suck. He did suck some dicks, probably. And then he still won a fucking Super Bowl in the first season. So it's like, even with everything that he accomplished at that point in his career, there were still people who were like, I don't even know if he's fucking that good. You know what I mean? So it's like a guy won 6 fucking championships, Michael Jordan level shit. And they're like, it might be the coach. It might be this. So I looked at that and I go, oh yeah, of course no one's going to give me credit for anything good I ever accomplished, or you credit for anything good you ever accomplished.
Whoever wrote that joke that he said last night about nobody asked the race car driver who filled the gas tank up.
Oh yeah, that joke about Belichick.
I was like,
yeah.
That's the type of shit I wanted to hear.
That was some fire shit.
That's the type of shit I wanted to hear.
Yeah.
And they were throwing shots. Like, shout out to the writers though. Whoever wrote whoever's jokes, because I don't know who wrote whose jokes.
Yeah.
But shout out to them. It was one of the best roasts I've seen in a long time. It was better than the draft. As far as a live event goes.
Yeah.
What did you take away from the draft? Did you like the draft? We didn't really talk about our thoughts on the draft.
No, I listen. I think it gets better and better every year. I would like
spectacle or the draft.
The draft itself, and mostly because of the real time coverage, and like back in the day when you would watch it, like when you came out and before, there'd be guys drafted from schools, and they'd be like, "We don't have a package for this guy."
Media.
Yeah, media. Like they would be like, "We don't have any tape on this guy," and they're like, "Yeah, no wonder nobody drafted him. You don't even have tape on him."
Yeah.
Now it's like, literally, a guy could be like a Croatian underground football player, and they're like, "Here's the tapes.
Here's him walking off the plane. He's big.
Yeah,
never played a snap of football, but we drafted him.
Yeah.
Eagles,
wild shit like that.
Didn't the Eagles do that?
They didn't draft a guy like that, but they signed
he's a free agent.
Yeah, they signed an undrafted free agent. You know, they're just taking coin toss bets on big ooses now from Australia.
Did you see the big oos from BYU? Lineman King something.
No. Salamea.
No, Kingsley. Is that how you say it?
Yes, I think it's Kingsley.
It's with the O though.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oats something.
Oh, Salamea. I don't remember.
Yo, you see who his cousin is?
Puka,
Panay Sewell.
Oh, he's related. Well, we've been knowing this,
but I mean, they're all in the league.
Yeah,
all of them.
Yeah,
it's retarded.
Yeah. All right over there. Speaking of retarded,
I don't know what was just in my eye.
Yeah, those are called eyeballs.
No.
No, that's not real money. That's what my life is every day.
It's not that. It's not that. CTE, it'd be there though.
Yeah.
Speaking of,
yeah,
best follow on Twitter since OJ died is Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
You follow him?
Yeah.
You're saying it so like, yeah.
No, like he's not surprised me with one thing yet.
Oh, it's the best though. Do you see like he'll just post random pictures from people on the streets and he'd be like, crackers love AB.
Yeah.
It's just like white people taking pictures with him.
Yeah.
Who's better than that on the internet?
Yeah. I mean, it's a real peek inside the mind of Zem. They have so limited capacity.
Negro brain. Have you played this game that we invented here? It's a game show, so you can win all kinds of money here.
Oh, it's quite lovely.
It's called the Negro Brain.
Yeah.
It is. It's a very popular German TV show.
Yeah. Welcome to Understanding the Negro Brains. This is a 47,000 part documentary.
We get some imported.
Yeah, they have to import them.
We get some imported, of course.
Yeah.
From the Belgians and the Dutch.
Dutch blacks.
From the Dutch.
Hold on.
The Dutch are the best.
I thought
But
the Swiss chocolate was the best.
Dutch masters.
Oh, okay.
The Dutch masters are so in control. They bring us on the property, and we have and we use them.
So when you say the best, you mean like the strongest, the most obedient, the properly groomed?
Yes. All of the above. Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Very exciting work. Please come. It's like Willy Wonka. I have so much to show you.
Yeah.
This took a turn.
Dutch slave master.
This took a turn.
No, this is the part of the CTE that we all love.
This took a turn.
This is Carl's Antonio Brown stream of unconsciousness. That would be a good name for a special for you. Stream of unconsciousness.
Dude.
I still like Neanderthal the best. I think that's what you should call
it.
it.
Something with CTE would be funny.
Yeah.
I have to like. Here's the thing.
By the way, drives are en route. I'll have footage on Wednesday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Cool. So we'll be able to start cutting this thing up like Edward Scissorhand.
Okay. Like, I tried to make that my name. They wouldn't let me do it.
N-word Scissorhands.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
It is a good one.
It's a pretty good moniker.
They don't let you have it. I know somebody.
Yeah, that's like games don't even let you be putting racist names in the thing. What's with that? Can I just be racist at home alone?
Let me have the fun.
This is Patrice. This is Patrice coming out.
Just let me have the fun.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure not letting us put slurs in the name bar is preventing us from having racist fun on Grand Theft Auto. I could probably.
You could probably put whites must die.
There are probably 20 million white kids playing as black people on GTA.
There's so many black people in Grand Theft Auto.
It's everybody. They're just like, yeah, this is Cosby. They're all Cosby playing. Cosplay. They're playing as Cosby, right?
That's where you go in there, and if she going sleepy, you can hit it with the boopity bop.
Yeah. I'm a real cosplayer. Just take a sip of this and then maybe take those off for a sip and then we both come.
Hello, friend. It's such a creepy thing. He always wore that on his
I do want that. I do want
hello,
that.
Friend.
I do want that roast Jay Simpson jersey.
That was a great
that he came out.
He had Bronco, white Bronco on the sleeve.
Oh yeah, it's great.
The bottom was like blood.
It was pretty great.
That's a dope.
The roast Jay Simpson jersey is pretty fantastic.
I think he should have just had a jersey and left it on.
Should have kept the whole thing. Should have worn it the whole time.
Yeah,
would have been great.
Like the tearaway.
By the way, Kim not getting any credit for making an OJ joke. She's like, I'm pretty sure my family's done enough defending, troubled athletes or something like that.
Oh yeah. She's good in that type of shit though.
Yeah.
I don't want to bash nobody to be like, they suck. You expected an athlete to not be good, like Randy.
Yeah.
But
yeah, he's there's
some comics that
he even said he was like, I'm nervous to be up here, man. Like, and he had to follow Nikki. He was like, I'm fucking nervous being up here. And that's the thing that's kind of interesting to watch is like, we watch these guys and go, look at these dudes doing.
Who went after Nikki?
Randy Moss. And we went up there and he was like, we watch these athletes and we're like, look at them doing these otherworldly, ungodly things. And then they look at like comedians and musicians the same way.
Yeah, they're like, look at them talk in front of people.
Yeah.
It's just like, just go do the thing.
And they're like, oh, I can't go out there. Like I've literally seen at like.
Do you remember when Ben Affleck came out there and we were going,
this is going to be good.
Well, because we were like, he's an actor.
Yeah.
So, he remembers monologues.
This guy's going to know how to stay on point and hit a mark.
Yeah.
And he didn't do neither of
those.
And the
whole time I just go, what the fuck is he talking about?
Yeah. When you say that, it's a problem.
Dude, I was like, fuck is this guy talking about?
Dude, this just goes to show you can't be married to one of these high profile fucking celebrity bitches. Like,
yeah,
it's just.
It doesn't work.
It is, especially
one
especially one that's like her. Like I think Taylor Swift might be the only one.
No,
that you think she's gonna ruin Travis too.
He's retarded though.
Okay,
he could go along.
You think he's more retarded than Gronk?
I think Gronk is a meathead who's drank a lot.
Yeah,
who is smarter than people think he is. I think Travis is about as smart as you think he is.
Okay, that's maybe the nicest way to call a motherfucker dumb.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You're just like, I mean, he's handsome.
Yeah, but let's be honest, and he's also probably about as smart as you think Taylor Swift is.
No, I think she's pretty smart.
You think she's smarter than him?
I think she's smart in the sense that here's the thing, it was like, like intelligent, educated people still fall for communism and shit.
Yeah, they're dumb. Yeah.
Right. So you would be like, was Oppenheimer a moron because he was a commie, right? In some ways, you could be like, you could argue like, yeah. But then you'd be like, but they're brilliant people. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's the same thing. When you had them, you'd be like, what?
No, there's people outside the studio. It's just distracting. That's all.
I thought I had a Tony Soprano moment.
No.
Don't stop.
No, that's just your brain going to black.
That's what it was, dude.
Yeah.
I had a black spot right here. You don't get those?
No, not as much.
You don't get them?
No, I think
I get them.
I think I just pass out when it happens to me.
It's crazy because you don't like smoke or drink or nothing. So
yeah, it's
if you get anything, you're like, this is probably serious.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
For me, I have to go like, all right, it's probably weed.
Yeah.
Like talk myself out of whatever ailment is going on.
Yeah, I honestly think that you smoke it because to hide from the severe fucking physical trauma that your body may be experiencing at any moment. Like,
you mean healing and medication?
Sure, let's call it that. You green thumb fucking faggot.
Who's the hippie now?
Yeah, exactly. But no, it's literally to mask. Like, well, that one could have been the drugs. Like, that's all you're doing. You're just giving yourself something to be like, nah.
Don't call it drugs.
That's the well, whatever the fuck. What do you want to call it? Plants? What are you, for one of
weed?
Those fags?
Let's just call it what it is.
That's not my brain shutting off. That's the weed doing it for me.
There you go.
Sure it is. Yeah.
That's not that, but see, that's not the weed.
It is way worse though when you're on the weed, because like when you're
on the weed,
when you're
what are you a fucking?
When you're
this is reefer madness.
I know, it did sound fucking crazy.
Listen, child, when you're on the weed, this is how it goes when you're in my house. First, you start doing that, and then you get the jungle fever.
Okay, well, there's no risk of you getting jungle fever. I don't think you found that strain yet. My point is, when you're
something OG,
when you go off it, your blackout periods are shorter lived.
Periods?
Yeah, when you're on it, you never come back. Like
no.
we'll be sitting and watching something, like, you all right over there? And you're just. And I go, hey, and I go like, all right, I guess I'll leave. And I just have to walk out. And then
that's happened once.
It's happened 3 times. And every time you message me the next day, like, that never happened. You're just like, hey man, what's up? You want breakfast? And I'm like, Jesus Christ, you literally left the fucking planet for a night.
Nah.
Yeah.
You say this, you be acting like people's brains is retarded.
Okay.
I think for the most part, I was doing the hurting
of other people.
You know what I'm saying?
Nobody asked that. Nobody asked.
But that doesn't like
this is
hurt
happening
you
right now.
Like what was that?
Yeah, you're like Demi Lovato right now. I called my rapist over and I raped him back so that I was in control.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But it's not that. It's like,
sure,
if you're doing the hitting, I feel like you're receiving less trauma.
Sure.
Does that make sense?
It does not. I hit his car with my car. I hit his car with my car.
Right. And so one car is more fucked up than the other car.
Yeah, but they're both pretty fucked up.
But one is like the whole rear end is totaled, and the other one, the front is like,
yeah.
My bumper may need some work.
Yeah, except the engine is in the front.
Nah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
It's more like the engine is just like, it is what it is.
Yeah. You're not winning this argument at all right now.
It could be
because you haven't eaten today? What's going on?
I ate.
Okay. Well, then this is even more concerning.
I don't have nothing going on.
Yeah. No, that's the issue. That's the issue is that we're in the middle of a show and you have nothing going on. You gotta have stuff going on. That's the show.
Nothing going on.
Yeah.
It's a show about nothing going on.
Yeah. Dude, literally.
This is the show about nothing going on. It's like Seinfeld CTE. It's just a show about nothing going on.
Yeah. Yeah. There's literally times where I'll catch you on this show like you're watching it happen and you're not a part of it.
No, I'm like 3 moves ahead. It's like Born Identity shit.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
So
It's
far
like
out in the future.
Yeah, it's Born Identity shit.
I think you mean Minority Report.
No,
Okay.
but you know, Born Identity, like he would like. It's like what you got to do when you're like in Mexico trying to buy weed. You know.
I'm just trying to give it back to you so you see what it's like.
Hold on, is this the face? Let me see.
Nope, too much expression. Too much expression. They'll know it. They've been watching it. Yeah. Yep. That's pretty much it. Yeah. That's pretty much it. On the day we promoted you to host, this is what we get.
People are gonna really think that.
Yeah.
It's a promotional period.
Yeah.
Probation period.
Probation period. You have flunked the probation, Carl.
I don't get no benefits now from the fucking Big Uglies fucking HR department.
No, by the way, that was one of the best jokes of the night when Nikki goes, my clit has CTE now, but I can't talk about it because the NFL wants me to cover it up.
Wants to cover that up.
Oh, that was a great one. That was an absolutely great one.
Yeah, dude, she was fucking destroyed.
Oh, we've already done an hour. We got
No.
Yes. Yeah, you got anything you want to close on? You want to talk about? We talked a little bit about the draft.
My clothes on.
Okay. We are off the rails.
First of all, I'm being silly.
Listen, Carl, tell us about crypto. What do you think of it?
Well, I'll tell you that my my ticket got dismissed.
Yeah, were you going to talk about that on the show?
No, what the? There's something.
Is that in the show notes?
I did write it down.
Yeah. The show notes or that you got out of the ticket?
I got out of the ticket.
I sometimes feel like how much of your life is memento, where you have to like write notes on your body so you remember what you did the day before.
I have to write bodies on my notes.
Yeah.
They're piling up over there. I don't know if you knew it.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah.
Like,
You've been doing that backwards.
Damn, dude. Imagine being a fucking serial killer.
Yep.
With the CTE.
Yeah.
And just like forgetting all the shit.
That you clubbed and killed these
But
women.
in Memento, he wasn't a serial killer.
Yeah. But he could have been.
But you wouldn't even know if he was. Right?
He wouldn't know if he was.
He wouldn't know.
That was the movie.
But like our audience perspective was his point of view.
Yeah.
So like you wouldn't know if he was.
Sure.
At all.
Yeah. Until the end when they reveal it.
If they ever did.
Yeah.
Like American Psycho. He's not actually a killer.
These are all just fantasies.
Right.
Maybe.
Because the guy's not even dead.
Or memories.
But that guy's not dead.
Sure.
Paul, whatever.
Yeah.
He comes back from vacation.
Okay.
Right?
So we think. Or is that the fantasy?
Are you fucking with me? Or are you trying to answer my question?
No, I'm dead serious. Like you don't know what that's what makes it a good movie. You don't know what was real and what wasn't.
Oh, so it is like interpretive like that.
Yes. Yeah.
I thought there was a clear cut ending.
As are most films.
I thought there was a clear cut, like, no, this is made up.
I don't know.
And you should know that.
I don't know. Maybe.
I feel like I'm stupid if I don't know that. And
yes.
Like if I no, hold on. I thought I was being listen.
You just looked around like, are there cameras on?
I felt like you know what? Fuck this.
No, go on, elaborate.
Well, now I feel even dumber.
No, you don't. No, continue.
All right, so like Inception.
Yes.
At the end, right?
We don't know if
you leave it up to interpretation.
Because the dreidel, you don't.
But I felt like if I say that, it's like me trying to sound like I'm being smart.
Yeah, no, I get what you mean. Like people who are like, we don't even really know what happened.
Yeah.
And then they just think you're one of these obnoxious film guys.
So now I don't know if I'm actually dumb. Okay. From
being too smart.
From going, no, you leave it up to interpretation.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that's just something dumb people say because you don't understand the movie. And I'll be like, fuck, am I dumb or am I?
we'll end the show on this. Here's what you can take solace in. It's just know that whether your brain is turned off, whether you're on the weed or not, right? There's no amount of not understanding a movie that will ever make you as dumb as a woman. Thank you, everybody.
Or when I didn't understand race.
Yeah, you mean fractions?
Fractions of race.
That was fractions.
1/3.
What do you mean you can't be 1/3 black? Because you can't. Because you can't.
I'll never get
You
it.
just can't.
I'll never get it.
Yeah. You're like, well, if they were 3/5, couldn't they also be 1/3?
See?
No, neither. You can't be either of those things.
You convert them somehow.
No, yeah.
It's like 5 times 3 times the 1 with
Nope,
the carry the
you're
thing.
gonna sprain something. Take it down a notch. Let's see if we have any comments worthy
comments.
of reading. Yeah, let's see this.
It's like Big Spit has something depressed.
Oh no, they're talking about that. Trouble in Paradise. Somebody said this is literally Carl's best podcast yet, and yet Josh thinks everything is wrong.
What it says Big Spit something. It's like a paragraph.
Yeah, don't read it. It's just these are all red bar trolls. Let's see. Big Spit was your great Grammy, also ridiculed back in the old country for having a terrible watch. I don't know what that means. I think they're trying to shit on your watches.
This is a Citizen Echo Drive.
Yeah. What's wrong with the Citizen Echo Drive? It's pretty nice. Look at it. Show it to the people. It's pretty nice.
This works off sunlight.
I have a new watch too. Why don't you guys make 500 videos about that?
Suck my dick.
Yeah, 10 watching live. Okay, if you had 305.
It says right there, live viewers 323.
323. Yeah, they don't pay attention to shit. Somebody just said old country buffet. Listen, I like this comment. This one I'm good with. Here's a maybe real comment. Who knows?
Am I old country or am I buffet?
I think they're trying to please turn GTA Cosby into a bit. Yeah, it's pretty funny.
GTA Cosby. Okay.
Cosby play. Yeah. My only fun is the N-word. Well, you're on the right show. There you go, ZZ.
That's actually Josh's family's pastime.
I like this. This go watch face smaller than the band. That's a woman's watch. No. This is a gigantic man that we're looking at. You fucking tardo.
So he's like, I can benefit from a brown hat.
I don't know what that means. Oh, to match your shirt, I guess.
Yeah.
He's trying to tell you should have a matching brown hat for your shirt.
I don't know.
By the way, these are the people who think they're besting us. Hey, did you ever fucking think about putting a shirt with your hat, faggot? Oh, you mean outfits? And I'm gay? You should dress more gay, queer.
Red shirted ass.
Yeah, dude.
I can't fucking read.
See. Yeah, no, that is a thin watch. There's like literally 20 fucking things about your watch.
Really?
Yeah, they're just trying to chisel away at stuff. Oh, this is a good one. Denny not wearing a bra. We know that. Yeah, I like to let him dangle. You guys like that? You like to let him dangle? Listen, I'm a fat guy. We come with tits. Why is this?
Yeah.
You get me? You guys get me?
Yeah, sometimes I like working out and eating right just to get my tits down.
Yeah.
A little bit. Just to get in Tony Soprano season 1 shape. What else is going on over here?
Nothing really. They said Big Spit saves everyone. Penny has ever since this guy can't even type. Saves everyone. Penny has ever since his bar mitzvah.
I get it.
Yeah.
I'll spin it. I'll
there
get it.
you go.
I'll translate it.
Yeah.
Big Spit has saved every penny he's ever had since his bar mitzvah, which is not funny.
Yeah.
Because you didn't type it right.
Yeah.
But also because I'm not a Jew.
Do you think this?
And I wish I had a bar mitzvah.
Yeah. Do you think this dork was sitting there like, it's so good, I have to get it out. I can't even type it.
I just wish I had a bar mitzvah because like they just give you cash for like being 13. Like, by the way, I'm investing in your business.
Oh, this is funny.
What else is there? There's got to be something that put the mean shit. Put the shit that's mean about me.
Well, some of these aren't about either of us, so I'm not going to put that. Oh, here's what they said. Josh has worked for pedophile Anthony Cumia. What else does he have to do to make it in Hollywood? Oh, I didn't know that was the trick. I didn't.
Why are they calling Cumia a pedophile?
Because he dates younger women than him.
Is that what you're supposed to do when you're
millionaire?
divorced with a bunch of money?
Yeah. Why have all that money if you can't fuck everybody? You know?
Well, not everybody.
Here's one. No
What are
one
you,
has
Diddy?
no one has ever liked you. What are you from fucking Uganda?
Obviously,
Learn how to
mosquito.
type.
Obviously. You notice their name wasn't Mosquito Net. How hard is it to get those, right?
Joshua, does saying the N-word make you feel strong and mighty? No, it makes me giggle like a little child. It doesn't, it's nothing of it. There's no psychology to it whatsoever.
What N-word, Mark? Narcissism?
Yeah.
For making you feel important?
Let's see. 31 people went to this is what's so funny. So like this is how you know that you're not doing anything wrong is when all
That's
the
the
trolls
same
are
guy.
lies. Yeah. 31 people went to Denny's. That's already been debunked.
I was there. Who cares?
120.
But who cares what they say? They're lying. I was there.
Yeah. This show isn't funny at all. It's just two fat guys talking fatly about nothing.
I said that on the show.
You get it. That's the show. That's what
fucking
it is.
Fat guy with head trauma, Seinfeld.
Oh, that's funny.
What's the deal with niggas?
This nigga Denny says like way too much. Not a good pod habit. That one's true. That one's true. I say and like more than I wish.
Good job, Mosquito. Way to totally redeem yourself.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Somebody goes, nice. Nobody likes onions hat. I knew somebody was going to say that. I knew somebody was going to say that there's a nobody likes onions hat because the font is similar.
Fuck is nobody likes onions?
Yeah, it was an old podcast I used to be on 20 years ago.
There was podcasts 20 years ago?
Yeah.
Really?
I just figured if we're all going to lie about numbers, then I'll do it too. It was a podcast I was on in the 90s. Yeah, that's it. Just a bunch of noise from like the same 5 faggots.
What are they talking about the old country though? Somebody said something about the old country.
They're trying to talk about Italian stuff. There's nothing good there. What do we got? Ozempic vibes? Yeah. That's the new conspiracy. I'm on Ozempic. It's just not working for me. I have an immunity. 2 of y'all got shit going on. Why don't you stop now then? Not a troll, just seems out of it. Yeah, that out of it is a Patrick Melton thing, so that's a tell. Why haven't you guys been on Kill Tony? Because it's
in Texas.
Yeah. Did you do it when it was here?
You know what's funny?
Please illuminate me.
So in its infancy, at the Comedy Store, I had done a couple of roast battles. I was 2-1 all time. It was before the Comedy Central picked it up, all that shit.
Back this belly room days.
Yeah. When it was packed the fuck out and people had to wait around the corner type shit, and like, you know. Anyway, Attell was the judge of my roast battle for the one that, and Hinchcliffe was the other judge with Ross, and Hinchcliffe like gave me props and shit because the wave was going crazy. Like I was going in on this dude, and he was like, "Yo, I never seen that." It was like schoolyard fucking roasting mixed with like real joke, because like I told you that Attell complimented me for the joke writing, and like, that just made my night. Anyway, fast forward to after that, Hinchcliffe asked me to come do Kill Tony, and he like explained to me, and he was like, "So open mic, we're in the belly room and stuff, and you put your name down, and you just come and do 60 seconds of time." And I was like, "Okay." And like at the time, I'm like, "Dude, you just saw me fucking crush this room in front of 100 people in here, Dave Attell, all this, and you want me to do your open mic?" I never did it. Now it is what it is.
Yeah.
Like now it is.
But that was back. That would have been back in the day when it was like the Kill Tonys in the belly room would have like 30 people or something. In the,
yeah,
there was like tiny thing. It hadn't become what it is now.
That's what I'm saying though. But like I brushed it off then.
Yeah.
And it's funny that people would be like, "How come you guys haven't been on it?" And it was like back then I was like, "Okay, why would I?" Like I at the time I'm like, I'm not an open micer. You just saw me do I spent 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks writing jokes for this.
Yeah.
For this fucking roast battle. Like,
yeah,
I'm a joke writer. Like,
yeah.
I go to open mics anyways. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Our boy Fernandez T, South Cali G, says brown hat would look good. See,
yeah,
Fernandez was at the special, and this is how many people were there. There were so many people there that he had to bring his own chair. Tell him, take the test. Tell him, South Cali.
Hey, hold on though.
Had wheels and everything.
Brown hat would be good.
Yeah.
But like,
listen.
trim.
Papa Denny will take you out to Rodeo Drive today, and we'll
Stop.
get you a brown hat, and we'll take Vito to get some new pants.
We definitely have to film that segment. By the way, we signed off like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
This is the longest sign off. It's just people like writing more shit. It's just like, no. I take that back. He's fatter.
Yeah. Oh, it's funny. Only 5. I just love it too, because they live in such delusion. There were 6 people. If you're gonna lie about how many people were at the special, just go out. There were 4 people at your special.
I just don't understand like these people's obsession with you.
Oh yeah. Well, this is
not that interesting.
I know this. Then that really does beg the question, and this is one of the things that I really
but like you're not that interesting.
No, I know.
Like sometimes I want to be like, dude, let's go. What are you doing?
But this is what I'm gonna hit you with. How awful does your life have to be to want to fuck with me? Yeah. I am nobody.
You do
know that if you obsess about me, this is what they do. Hold on, one more. That's their life. It's just not doing this long enough to do this to me.
I think it's probably they can't afford a gun.
That's what it is. Or if they kill themselves with a gun, the Republicans win.
Yeah. They're on that. They're like those types.
I'll show them guns are the problem.
Why are you making me do this? Stop.
Yeah. And then they're like, hold on. Faggot. It's like, okay, man. That's the thing. Is like, I
just don't think you're like, seriously.
I'm not.
Guys.
I'm not that interesting.
You're right. He is a fat guy.
Yeah.
There's not much to it.
Yeah.
Right? To be like, this fat motherfucker, like, all he's going to do, like, I swear to God, this is all that's going to happen. He's just going to like, yeah, I'm fat. And then, like, put his phone down.
And eat.
Yeah, like, and just keep on living.
Yeah. And
y'all are going to be like, can you believe this motherfucker? Yeah. And this is what's going to happen. We're going to leave here. And y'all are going to be like, damn, can you believe they still had a show on Monday? They should just die.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
hey, I'm going to hit you with some real shit. We're all going to do that.
Yeah, but we're
all going to die.
There's never been a more appropriate time for that Mad Men scene of like, I don't even think about you at all.
Yeah.
It's just like, dude, you really think I'm going to go like, dude, I can't believe that fucking motherfucker called us fat in the comments on our show today. I'm going to throw my phone down on the couch and just be like, I don't care. I don't care about your, like, most of the time we're not even going to see most of them are scrolls.
Yeah.
That's even worse.
Yeah.
It's like you took the time to write this shit we just went.
Yeah. And by the way,
sometimes we don't even scroll. Sometimes it's just a wipe away, like not gonna read it.
Yeah, it's
and they be devoting their lives like, I can't wait to see if my name drops in this 8-hour stream.
Yeah, it's funny. So Skills Karma goes, you have a bit of a soft spot for these dorks in the comments talking shit. It seems like they're pretty loyal to you. It's not a soft spot. It really, dude, is. I'll hit you with this.
Yeah,
before this, no, this is it's not about feel bad. I will say this. Before the special, right? Like, I had this crazy immersive dream, and I was having crazy dreams leading up to it of like
hepatitis.
Yeah. You have the liver hepatitis. Yeah. No, but you have like these crazy dreams of like, what if I'm not prepared enough? What if something goes wrong? What if there's a mass shooting at the special? Like, you have all of these.
Really?
What if somebody else does the mass shooting before I get to do it? That's my closer. Those types of things, right? But you think every scenario. But I remember having this one dream where I woke up with this sort of profound sense of like pity for these people of like, oh my God, like, dude, they have nothing. Like I think about my day and I go like, dude, I never have enough time to get to the things I like. Like I don't get to eat all the foods I like. I
right.
I try, but like,
I'll stop you right there.
But like, listen, there are days where we don't even talk because I'm busy doing other shit or busy working or you're busy working or whatever. So and we live right next door to each other. So it's like, you know, there are days where me and the old lady are both working at the same time. I don't get to see her and spend any time with her. There are days where I don't talk to my parents for 2-3 days and find out they're in the fucking hospital. Like, I don't have enough time in the day for all the things that I love and enjoy and the people that I like. So I can't even wrap my head around investing any time and be like, I hope everybody knows I don't like this thing. Yeah. So it's just it really is like so to put myself in the mind of one of these people, you have to have absolutely nothing that you like and ample time to talk about the things that you don't, or to create a fake profile to talk about the things that you don't. So I do have a tremendous amount of empathy for these people. There is nothing I can say to them that is as bad as what they live in every day. Like there is no comeback.
I can say some shit.
Okay, well, go right ahead.
I could say some things. I mean, and all I would have to do is like a quick bit of homework. Like it's a profile picture and maybe 2 other pics.
Oh no, that's why they don't put those up, because if you saw their lives.
Like, yeah. But then you can like click on the other picture and they might like be tagged in another photo and you can like see their family and shit. It's like, yeah, dude. Like I know how to roast the fuck out of somebody on the internet, like for real.
Yeah, but I do have to say there was one time like what I do love is when the Middle Eastern part of Netta comes out in these things, because there'll be a time where like somebody with their actual profile will jump in and troll her in her comments. And she's like, I go to their profile and they have picture of wife and child in front of school. They don't think someone will kaboom school. Like she's just like, you don't think that I cannot go
she's
to
so
your
much
child's...
darker. You're making her sound so much more
she's
happy
like,
and nice about
you don't think someone could read information about child school and go and molest?
She would literally say, huh, you know, it would be a shame if something happened to that school. Like maybe it just blows up one day while you're taking pictures in front of it.
Yeah. And you're talking shit to stranger. You don't know. Yeah.
It would be a real shame if your family no longer exists.
And they just they don't think that's a possibility because they live in such a weird fucking fantasy land, you know?
Goofy bubble land.
Yeah. It's strange. It's sad. We're going to leave here and probably do something fat. Suck on that, everybody. Have a good day.
Whoa. You know what? You have to like pause in between that.
Pause.
You can't say we're about to do something fat. Suck on that. Like it was like a fucking whoa. Okay. We're not doing none of that.
You don't want to suck on any food with me?
Big pause. No.
You don't want to. Hold on. Let's go have lunch. No Diddy. Is that how you do it now with the kids?
You got to with the kids.
Yeah. No Diddy.
It's pause. No Diddy.
I worked for him.
Did he touch
when
me?
are they going to come for me? Did he touch me? No. I
knew he was gay.
Yeah, no, that would have been funny if I said that.
I knew
he was fucking them guys.
You know how I knew he was gay?
Yeah.
Fucking 2 dudes for the name of his company, dude. Fucking Sean John. Who the fuck is John, dude?
Although I will say that the guy who was doing my job before we bought the company,
gay as fuck,
gay dude. Black dude, yeah,
dude,
yeah, dude. He was great. He was really good at his job, actually. So
that was John. Fucking Sean John.
Yeah, that was the guy.
Sean Puff Daddy Combs.
Oh my god, dude, he was puffing on daddies the whole time. He told us. He straight up told us.
What's a puff daddy? It's got to be some gay shit, right?
Yeah.
Dude, we've been saying that gay shit for decades.
Yeah, puff. I mean, that's what British people call gay guys, puffs. And
Poofs.
He's the puff. Well, sure, whatever. Yeah.
What are we splitting condoms? All right, cunts.